The greatest weight a man carries is not the burden of his work, but the ghost of what he refuses to release. We cling to old insults, we obsess over people who have left us, and we anchor our happiness to things that have already passed. We believe that by holding on tighter, we can somehow change the past or secure the future. But a hand that is clenched in a fist cannot receive anything new. A mind that is anchored to a ghost is a mind that is already drowning. Miyamoto Musashi once observed a young samurai named Hiroki sitting by a river. Hiroki was a talented warrior, but his spirit was broken. He had lost his family estate to a rival, and was consumed by a burning desire for vengeance and a deep sorrow for what was lost. He spent his days staring at the water. Rehearsing the moment he was wronged, Musashi approached him and tossed a small branch into the rushing current. "Look at the wood, Hiroki," Musashi said. "Does it fight the rocks? Does it cry out for the tree it once belonged to?" Hiroki looked up, his eyes weary. "The wood has no choice. Master, I am a man. I have memories. I have honor that was stolen." "You have a mind that is fixed," Musashi replied, sitting beside him. "In the way of the sword, we call this the stagnant mind. You are like a pond that has stopped flowing. Because you do not move, you have become toxic. You believe your attachment to the past is honor, but it is actually a form of cowardice. You are afraid to face the emptiness of the present." Musashi drew a circle in the sand. "The Stoics of the West and the masters of the East agree on one truth. Nothing belongs to you. Your estate, your titles, even your family. They were merely lent to you by fate. To be angry when they are taken is as foolish as being angry when the sun sets." "But how do I let go of the pain?" Hiroki asked. "You do not let go of the pain," Musashi said. "You realize that you are the one holding it. Imagine you are holding a hot coal in your hand, waiting to throw it at your enemy. Who is the one getting burned?" "I am," Hiroki whispered. "Then drop the coal, not for the sake of your enemy, but for the sake of your hand." Musashi explained the principle of the floating mind, Zanzin. A true warrior's mind must be like the moon reflected on the water. The water does not try to hold the moon. It reflects it perfectly, and when the moon moves, the water stays clear and ready for the next reflection. This is the art of non-attachment. You must experience the loss, feel the sorrow, but you must not let it become an anchor. If you are in a duel and you stay focused on the first strike that missed, the second strike will surely kill you. You must move with the flow of time. The estate is gone. The past is a shadow. The only reality is the sword in your hand and the breath in your lungs right now. Musashi stood up and pointed to the horizon. "Your life is a river, not a monument. Let the past flow away like the water. If you do not, you will spend your life guarding a graveyard while the world passes you by." Hiroki looked at the river again. He realized that his honor was just a cage he had built for himself. By refusing to accept a change of fate, he had stopped being a warrior and had become a ghost. Stopped being a prisoner of what used to be. The person who left you, the job you lost, the mistake you made, they are all branches in the river. Let them go. Not because you are weak, but because you are strong enough to keep flowing. Practice the floating mind. Reflect on everything but cling to nothing. When you stop trying to own the world, you finally become its master.